we're good to go. This has actually been requested a lot.
What?
Like this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This being the Pints crew?
Yeah.
Let's go.
Yeah. All right.
Friday Night Pints, live from...
Sistine Chapel.
Actually, let me just say...
John's new workplace.
Yeah, this is the last ever Friday Night Pints with John Feldberg.
It is.
And if you listen to the episode yesterday, that was his last episode too. He's gone. He's gone. He's going to leave Barstool Sports and work here.
Bro, I already have it
I'm not
mapped
joking.
out. I already have it mapped out.
I'm not saying you're going to leave tomorrow. I think you will one day stop working at Barstool Sports and work here.
That would be. I don't even know if I want to work here. I don't think I want them to pay me. I don't want the responsibility.
It's almost like don't ruin it. You know what I mean? Like, it's like when you hook up with someone. It's like let's not be like in a relationship and ruin this.
What we have is a good
our
thing.
magic. Yeah,
I'll hang out for free.
Yep.
And that's about it. I'll be like the guy. I think they were describing. Mitch was describing earlier. Sometimes like a neighbor's dog will get out and they'll come here.
No, you know what you'll be.
I have to like walk it home.
Now,
I'll be the dog.
I know exactly what you'll be. I don't know if you can see it right now. Probably, maybe not. It's a little too high, but
I got it in the shot.
okay. Above the fireplace is a pig. We'll talk about him in a second because that pig's a motherfucker, literally. But what you'll be is eventually when the next pigs die, R.I.P. You'll just become one of the pigs. You'll live in the fucking pig.
Yeah, me and the boys.
Yeah. It'll be like Mortimer Jr. and Feidelberg the pig.
Yeah.
So obviously WhistlePig is the brand, and although I did learn what's a WhistlePig, a fucking possum or some shit. What's a WhistlePig?
It's groundhog. Right?
Groundhog. Yeah. So as much as we're talking real pigs here, a WhistlePig is a groundhog, but everything on the farm here is a lot of pig branding, and we met the two pigs they have on the farm here, and the originals have passed on.
Mortimer Jr. and
Orwell. Right. The original was Mauve and Mortimer, and they passed away, and they have a what's it called? Like a grave for them.
So it's not a mausoleum, it's a mausoleum.
Mausoleum.
A mausoleum.
Mausoleum.
When I got that in the email that there was a mausoleum, that was specifically what I was like when I texted you guys being like,
There's some cool
this
shit.
is going to be one of the best. You guys are going to love this.
I mean,
This
I got a
is gonna
little
be amazing.
emotional.
Like,
I was overlooking this
multiple times.
I was overlooking this like farm where we're drinking whiskey like out of like in a bottle stored in the ground, and there's the
that
two
was some
urns.
prohibition
Yeah,
shit. That was Nick Miller like pulling the whiskey out of the floor. I love that shit.
And we had the two urns filled with the original pig's ashes, and I was like, fucking Mauve and Mortimer. Because here's how the story goes. That's fucking Bacon. Bacon was like, I don't know, 10,000 pounds. And he came up and he tried to fuck Mauve, and Mortimer was like, that's my woman, and fought Bacon to the death. Guess who won? Fucking Bacon. So like I said, that is you want an example of the power of the pussy? There you go. I'm never gonna fight a 900-pound pig for anybody or any girl, and you shouldn't either, because Mortimer just bit the dust.
Dude, you know what sucks too? And I love Mortimer, having never met him. But like
Bacon's huge.
Bacon's last thoughts.
Bacon's a warthog, man.
Before Bacon died, his last thoughts were like, "You guys put me above the fire." I know the legacy I've left.
Yeah.
I'm going above the fire.
Bacon was like, I'm gonna fuck your bitch and kill you. And he did it. And he fucking
That's
did
gang
it.
shit. That's the rye world, man. It's gang shit.
Yeah, we are in this, they call it the great room. It's, all I've ever wanted in life is to have a place that's big enough that you can have a fireplace like that. Which I think is pretty fucking hard to have
As they say, that's
spot,
not a fireplace. That's a room you set on fire.
Yes, yeah. Like the fact that you can walk into that's some Beauty and the Beast shit right there, man.
The fact we're on the second floor and that's able to happen on the second floor.
So,
But that's still not the most amazing thing in this room.
No.
The lights.
It's the lights.
That transmit electricity
The
from leather
leather
belts.
in these lights pass electricity. I don't understand it. I have a feeling it might be something as simple as just there's wire in it, but
No, because they got some smart people here that can do some cool shit.
The electricity goes through the leather. And I just accepted that as fact.
They could have told us anything. Like, they explained everything about the distillery, and I was like, yeah, sure, man.
Yeah.
You could have told me anything. You could have been like, that's when we put the pig's blood in. I'd be like, all right, listen to me. Makes sense, man. Every bottle has a fucking gallon of pig's blood in it. But yeah, this is a place, Feidelberg will like quit and live here.
I mean, before we even got here, as we were driving up here, I very casually, feeling the car out, just asked Kevin, I said, what do you think a house up here runs?
He was already scouting out.
Kevin
How much is a house out here?
I immediately started doing.
What's like a modest house out here?
Got a mic over here if you want.
Pre-COVID, you could buy a nice 4-bedroom ranch with 20 acres for $500K.
Woo! 20 acres.
Yeah, and now that's probably like $750.
Okay. Can you get like a little shack for like $100,000 somewhere? Or is everything
Yeah,
pretty?
there's plenty of like
Yeah.
cabins and stuff in the mountains for 150 grand. You can have your own little sled.
Just go get a little cabin for 90 grand and live up here, feed fucking.
Kevin threw out numbers, and I was like, I can do that. And and that was before I got here. Before I realized.
Well, this place is so cool. I like it. You know what I mean? That's the sign.
Yeah.
If I like being out in the country and shit, then
You
know it's
said that
fucking
there
cool.
there were some times where I was like, I don't know if Kevin's playing the role, or if Kevin's really happy, and then you were like, I'm really coming back here.
Yeah, then you off record.
Dude,
I was like, you better be.
I kept getting
serious.
shots of just like I saw you just staring around in wonder, being
Yeah.
like
It's more about the
yeah.
place, to be honest.
Well, this was even outside in the snow. I was like, dude, he's like very happy right now.
Yeah,
Holy
no,
shit.
I was fine in the
This is great.
snow. I'm fine in the country. It is an unbelievable place.
I do feel like as the morale booster of the group, I saw a glimmer of hope. I've ungiven up. I feel like
You're
you
back.
guys can be happy. I've
Yeah,
seen it.
yeah. Well,
She's seen hope. She's seen hope in
it's
us.
no
You
surprise.
don't get the tag of morale.
No, I'm giving myself the tag.
Yeah, but we're taking it back. You don't do anything for morale. All you do is
Dude,
tease.
I literally have a suey jar.
That's it.
That's
What does
my
that do?
thing.
You had
One idea.
You take
No,
money from us?
no. Then
what does that do?
Then stop.
How does
then,
that make me happier? You
Then
take
I
my
had
money.
then I had the gerbil, but you guys wouldn't.
No, you didn't get the gerbil. I said
know I didn't
I
get
was pro
because I
gerbil.
asked you guys when it comes down to the end of the day, would you actually want the gerbil? And you guys said
You just have
no.
to take care of it. But you
No,
have to
I'm
take care
not.
of
But
it.
I'm not.
Then you do nothing.
Then you're not in
But
charge
I'm
of
gonna say like
That was the
that's,
one
but that's the whole
stipulation.
If
point.
that's
is,
what raises our morale.
No,
then you
but-
refuse to be
I
in
can
charge
buy
of
a
that.
fucking
no,
gerbil.
but the whole point, I know that you can buy a gerbil. The whole point is that you guys take responsibility for this. I guess you have kids, so like it's different. But like, you take responsibility.
Yeah, Kevin's got kids. I have no gerbil. So
Okay, so
what are you doing?
If I get you a gerbil and you raise it, and you
No,
see
wait,
that-
no,
Now
no,
not
I don't
gerbils.
raise it. I play with it. I'm the gerbil's uncle.
I'm out on gerbils.
You don't
wanna
I'm in
clean
on
up
pigs.
anything
I'm
gerbil.
out on gerbils
Well,
and on
that's
pigs.
the
I
that's
was
why
gonna
I
say, we're now
shot
getting
this
pigs.
out.
You got to get a pig.
Well,
Yeah,
I'm
we
saying,
gotta
I'm
get a
saying,
pig.
a pig.
Yeah.
That's so much worse.
I
That is a lot of upkeep.
I sent John 2 pictures. I have never seen John smile bigger. I sent
Yeah.
2 pictures of like him, whatever. It is
When-
unbelievable.
when-
I'll put like some B-roll in here. Like it's my favorite shot.
When
No,
Orwell,
it
when
is.
Orwell came running back out, Fights was like, there's my guy, he's back.
You
Or,
guys-
Orwell, that was cute. That was cute. He came sprinting.
And then he stole that pineapple from Mortimer Jr.
That was electric.
Oh, that was unreal. Unreal. Yeah, I mean, it's no surprise that when you get out of this, the godforsaken city and the fucking COVID hell of concrete jungle of filth and
Dude, I
expensive
woke
places
up
that
to a
you get
guy
happy.
literally drilling out. I'm on the 6th floor. Man drilling directly outside my window. Looked, just made eye contact with the guy.
that's
So
just
being
life.
being in silence right now, beautiful, wonderful.
Oh yeah, no, it is. It's so quiet.
I think that we
Smells
all
good.
need to spend, because here's the thing is like when I was living in California, I was like, they're so miserable. I don't get it. When I come here, I was like, I get it.
That's right. So
But I
let's talk
think that
about
we
your
need to
your
spend
year,
some time.
Yeah.
your year to
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So like 1 year ago on Snapchat, Jackie
Okay,
had a
so-
memory. It was like she was leaving for New York. She's like tan, and her friends are crying, and they're like, "Jackie's going to the big city. She's got her new job." and
Everything was
Jackie's-
exciting. I was gonna move
she's
to like
coming
the
in
Big
hot,
Apple.
Like, yep. And then the year to that day, what were you doing?
So it was, it would have been Monday night. I got there like at 12 o'clock. I got there.
Monday night.
Yeah, whatever. And
Crying in a
no,
puddle.
so
She
I,
like almost loses her job.
yeah. I finished editing at like 4 a.m. and then like I was like so excited to go back and sleep. And then I was like, oh wait, no. I like left my key. I lost my keys the other night, so I have to sleep here because my roommates are like all gonna be pissed if I like wake them up. So I was like, all right, it's fine. Like I'll just sleep here. I went around the office. The only like comfy clothes I can find if I didn't want to sleep in my jeans were
Which
like
is
these.
crazy. we are a merch company.
Yeah.
No, I know, but like I don't want to take like the nice sweatpants.
Oh, you're crazy.
Oh.
First of all, next time, wake up your fucking roommates. Second of all, next time,
No,
take the
they no.
Yeah.
Well, something tells me this is not the first time you've forgotten your keys and you would.
I do that quite often. I was like, this is going to be the
Dude,
last straw if I.
Lewis used to do that a lot, and he wouldn't wake me up he wouldn't wake me up at all. I'd just be awake, and I'd get annoyed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd be like, this fucking guy, how can you not remember his keys?
Yeah.
So if you were doing it to me at 4 a.m. regularly,
My roommate's gone on runs like twice and come back and been like, "You're gonna be home, right?" And I'm just like,
Maybe not. I don't know.
I'm like, yeah, I am, but also
Why don't you
like,
just take your
what
keys
if I
with you?
want to go get lunch?
Yeah.
I'm just locked
There's a
here
reason
now.
to leave. Yeah.
It's also like you've seen our staircase. Like we're all on the top floor, so we have to go down that whole whatever. So I was just like, it's not worth it.
You fell down on that. You fell down that week 1, right?
Yeah, I got like a face burn week 1. So then I like find the only thing I can find are these like chicken pants, like this.
giant yellow like mascot stretchy chicken pants. They're like
fucking
it's like
I was
Big
here
Bird's
for all
legs,
this.
that's what they
It was
were.
Yeah,
amazing.
exactly.
Put on a mascot costume to go to bed?
Well, the bottom half. Keeps ringing.
that
The bottom
you?
half. No, it's not me.
oh, okay.
The bottom half, chicken on the bottom, busting with the boys top on the top. Because that was
That's what the
it.
boys like sweatshirt.
It
So you
is
put on
t-shirt.
chicken pants.
T-shirts, chicken pants.
Beanbag chair to sleep.
And the beanbag chair now. Can
And-
I take a guess where the beanbag chair was when you slept?
Yeah.
It was immediately to the right in the studio.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, because I
Because
remember.
that was been in there. You've slept in the studio.
Yeah,
a couple
no,
times.
yeah.
No, I remember
It was there in
watching
the
you
morning.
on Tuesday,
Bring it out.
like very try and sneaky be like, I'm gonna grab my fucking bed.
My bed. Yeah.
Yeah.
Jackie lives
yeah.
in the studio.
Because I remember there was like a period where people like actually thought that I lived in the studio. So it's kind of
Every new
embarrassing.
hire goes through
Everybody
that
does
phase.
go through that
I know,
phase.
Because a lot of new
everybody
Because a lot of
hires
you
go
do.
through that phase where
Because a lot of you do live in the studio.
I slept in the studio.
You sleep in the studio?
Coming home from Atlantic City, I slept in the studio.
Yeah.
No, when you said, you're like, oh yeah, the couch in the green room is so
Yeah.
comfy.
But then
somebody took it, been through that exact same
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
And then we didn't have a beanbag back then. I slept in between like two, like, you know those square ugly ass chairs we have? Like, I don't know, they're terrible, but like I was like propped in between
do know
two,
what you're talking about.
folding in half.
Yeah.
Like just being like, all right, I'm gonna sleep like this. That was when we were doing live shows, podcasts the next day, shit like
Yeah.
that.
You know, the best naps I've ever had have been on the rundown chairs. The rundown chairs, I think.
You are
Are-
legit a narcoleptic.
No, I'm a narcoleptic.
Like we
And
finished,
you know
we finished
what?
recording the podcast in the car today, and it was like done. And she was
Sorry.
No, there's no
My
reason to
New Year's
apologize.
resolution
It is-
for anybody-
I actually respect.
It's a great
We'll leave
talent.
out the fact that you did fall asleep during the podcast, and we'll stick to the part.
Mostly during the podcast.
you were dozing.
I closed my eyes.
Bro, I
briefly
watched you
during
get
the
comfy. Like I watched you get your jacket and make it.
I'm also
Did you grab the box of coffee because it was warm?
because it was warm. It was warm.
I saw her like cuddling with it. I'm
Snuggling
like,
with a box of Joe.
I'm like, what is she doing? And then like at one point you like threw it over. I'm like, oh, it's warm. She's
Yeah.
like, it's like.
Well, I also, you told me to hold the box of coffee, but it did just happen to be warm in a pillow.
But yeah, at one point I saw you like cuddle it, and I was like,
But
What a
that's
year!
good.
What a difference a year makes, though. Like you're
Yeah.
ready for the big city, and you're tan,
Oh,
and you're hot,
that's
and then
right.
you're sleeping, you're crying, almost lost your job, sleeping in chicken pants in a beanbag, and then doing a podcast in a car where you have to stay warm with a box of coffee.
And then
Welcome to New York.
So then when I was in the chicken pants and everything like that, I was like, and then I was setting my alarms and I was like, okay, well, like, I have to wake up early. I don't have a second can of beans because I have to have the beans.
Her roommates ate her beans. She didn't have beans. She had to go buy beans.
I had to go buy beans. I was like, fuck, like my roommate ate my
Pop the beans
second-
up right now.
Beans. There they are.
I'm not gonna lie, I wear the hell out of these beans. I make them look
yeah, you wear them better than anybody else.
so much.
No one wears beans like you wear.
Nobody wears beans like I wear beans. Anyway, so
Maybe
then
you should do more than one month.
I think that and also I told you guys like I got catcalled more with the beans than without the beans. I
That
think
makes sense.
Yeah, they're like, what's
It-
that
They're
weird
like,
fucking
she
shit?
has food.
they're like she's yeah.
Yo, girl, bring some cans over here. I ain't talking about your
you
tits.
walking with? Fucking beans? Bring them over here.
No, it just does a little something, you know. It just adds a little quirk. It separates me from the other girls.
When it comes to homeless people, the separation is you have
No,
food.
no.
You're
Although
going
it is
from a
a
pretty
good-
girl to a provider.
Yeah, provider. excited.
You're like the girl in high school who wore cat ears, unironically.
It is kind of like, it does make me feel good. Like, I stay strapped. Like,
got
you know,
that
if something
motherfucking
goes
thing on
wrong,
me.
like, yeah, exactly. If some reason, like, we're in like
Jackie's going to jail for assault for beans.
Now, also, okay, so let's hear your case here. Because I've heard tale that the beans they perhaps stab you a bit.
Yeah.
They're physically painful.
They're uncomfortable.
Which is
So
you know
what
not
we're
the
willing-
true essence of the band. I don't
You're
want
not
to.
supposed to be in physical pain.
Yeah,
So, what we kind of discussed
we'll try them on.
is that we will. Okay, yeah, we will try.
We'll try 'em
on.
out. We'll see
So
how-
we'll slide over here,
What?
and then.
Really?
Yeah, and then if it's uncomfortable, I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna switch it to
Piggyback
people
cans.
piggybacks.
Okay. Those are the black beans. Those are more uncomfortable than the garbanzo
Arguably the
beans.
worst slide ever.
Those are more comfortable
I don't
than
know why,
garbanzo.
but they just are.
And now these are.
Here. I just.
Fights. You got to do both.
Were you gonna toss it?
So I think,
What does
like,
it
for me, I think the thing that's gonna hurt
take
is
it
the
to the
lip at
ankle.
the end.
Bro, this is legitimately
No.
uncomfortable. This
Yes.
is-
You guys, that's what I was saying the
I will-
whole entire
I'll
time.
give you
Listen,
that.
I was
This-
never under any impression that this was
Again,
going to be
like,
comfy.
No,
you were saying this the
but
whole
that's
time.
why
You
also that's
invented
why
this.
what I said.
Yeah,
this
you
is
came
painful.
up with
is
this.
painful.
I know, but this is the thing is I only do like leg lifts for like
A minute, yeah.
a minute or like 5
Did you
minutes.
like
or-
commute to work with them on?
What?
Did you commute
No,
to
she
work? With
Yes,
obviously
I did. No,
buys
I
it.
did. No, I did. There was one time, and I like said this on the vlog. Pavs took a video, and I was like, I know I could get away with not doing it, but it was my first day. I was like, no, I'm gonna commit to it, and I also wanted to take a picture on the subway.
Yeah.
But I was like, it's weirder if I like
These
put
are-
them on.
Yeah,
Like I can see this being
A problem.
A problem.
Yep.
So let's at least switch over to piggyback.
So
I'll
we'll
do
go
the
to
piggyback. I'll do
And-
the
and then you
piggyback,
really
and then
keep that
that's
thing on
steak
you.
strapped with piggyback is a lot cooler than steak strapped with.
Yeah. But this is
100%.
also this is why like I kind of expected this, and it's why I told you when we first started that you could like tape them on.
Yeah.
Because I think what a lot of the pain comes from them kind of
I
rattling
think
around.
2 pairs of socks, like you have a
Fight,
pair of
sometimes
socks.
you talk to me
toss
as
some
if
beans
you
under.
are the creator of the bean socks,
Oh,
and
shit.
like,
Well, okay,
it's
your
just
idea,
like-
right?
Oh shit!
Now, did it hurt you?
yeah.
Okay, so you do it and it causes you great pain.
This
Now,
is-
now I told you could maybe tape it up in order to stop the bouncing, which is I think where the irritation and pain comes
No, but
from.
when you guys asked me like about the bean socks, I said sometimes I do tape
yeah, no,
them,
this-
and then you act like it's your novel idea, but like
Oh, I don't think it's my
I've been
novel
taping
idea.
my bean, like you know.
I've been taping my beans.
Yeah, I didn't like that sentence.
So you're gonna tape the piggybacks instead. Piggybacks are the new whiskey cocktails in a can from
this is
from WhistlePig.
this is
much better.
much better.
Really?
It's actually lighter, in fact, too. I believe.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, you might not get
Um,
the same. You know, you might not end up with the same ass.
Get the same
but-
lift, yeah. Yeah.
But these
these are
these are gonna
definitively-
change Jackie's life for the better. These are gonna change everybody's life for the better. Some people wear them on their socks. Other people will just drink them.
I
And,
recommend the latter. But it's up to you.
yeah. maybe do both. Maybe have get a 4-pack, 2 in the socks. 2
Yeah.
I'm
in the drink.
worried that like I'm not even gonna be able to have them in my socks. I'm just gonna want to drink them.
Yeah, you're just gonna like pull it out.
Yeah, you thought the homeless guys were after the garbanzo.
Yeah, wait till you get they got
Jackie,
booze.
then they're lighter,
Yeah, true.
and then you have empty cans in
Yeah,
your
you
socks.
would never know the
Oh,
difference.
how about that? I will.
You
Allow
you'll
you
do
to
that?
have empty
Should we
piggybacks.
allow
Yeah.
that?
Yeah.
If I just crush
Piggybacks
them?
are allowed.
Yes.
Well, you have to drink them that morning.
Yes, every day you have to wake up, drink 2 piggybacks, put them in.
Hold on, I need her to do a taster. I don't like.
I don't have a problem with that.
I'm in.
She's like, yeah, no problem. She starts shotgunning them and starts cutting your
She doesn't
legs.
stay drunk for a moment.
Imagine Jackie shotgunning just like. But the piggyback, you can get them in a couple different states now: Vermont, Massachusetts. Where else? What are the other states? Do you know, Jason? Are they on here? Oh yeah. No, never mind. Whatever. They're available in a few states. Coming to a state near you, but you can order them online at piggybackrisesmash.com. They got 3 different flavors. All of it's delicious. 8% alcohol by volume. It's the whiskey cocktail. It's the seltzer for the whiskey drinker, and it's now available in a can. It is going to change the entire landscape of the seltzer game. So get in on it now. Jump on piggyback now, because it's going to be when everyone's like, "Oh, have you had this seltzer before?" It's like, yeah, motherfucker, I've been drinking piggybacks for a year now.
The thing that's always a problem with whiskey too is like people, like bartenders, fuck up whiskey drinks so often, either
it in a
pouring
can.
not enough or way too much. Like I used to have a bartender that thought he was being my friend. He was not. He would fill the entire glass with whiskey and then like splash it with Coke.
No, I'm
and be
with
like,
that guy. That guy. Dude, I used to, when I was...
He was my boss. He wasn't a good guy.
When I worked on a boat. I worked on the Flyer in Newport, Rhode Island. And part of like, you were like I did like some boating. It was like a 2-hour tour of Narragansett Bay.
You were a barback on a boat.
Yeah. So like I would take it off the dock, I'd raise the
Yeah.
sail, but largely it was about lying to customers about what we were seeing. I would lie about everything. Don't ever trust a tour guide. Everything's made up to make it seem
This
more
guy was probably
interesting.
making everything up today.
And then it was also bartending. And I was 19, 20, I think I did it for 3 years, probably 19, 20, 21. And every single time it would be like middle-aged people on a nice afternoon in Newport. And they'd be like, excuse me, you made my drink too stiff. And I was like, what does that even mean?
What's the problem?
What are you even talking about, lady?
Yeah.
It's too stiff. I give you extra vodka. I give you extra whiskey. What do you stop whining? It's a splash of cranberry. and a
Not
bunch of
everyone's
vodka.
a fucking savage.
It is. It was
Jonathan.
confusing. No, and now I agree with them. Now I'm like, you're right,
there was
I don't want
you,
that.
today you were eating pigs with an apple. You were eating apples with a pig. You weren't feeding apples to pigs. You were eating. You had
Almost
lunch
lost the hand.
with a pig.
Almost lost the hand. I feel like.
Yeah,
at one
you
point.
don't realize
You
at one
weren't
point,
looking.
You were looking
You were
at
hanging
Orwell,
in
and
his
you were
mouth.
just holding an apple, and it was right after Orwell stole the pineapple. So Mortimer Jr.
It's
was
like
like,
he stole the pineapple.
I was like waiting for your fingers.
When I turned, I saw that. I
Yeah.
played it very cool, but I was like, ooh,
that was going on for like a solid 5 seconds.
What you guys don't realize is that the entire time I was calculating if he could bite it out of my mouth without biting my face.
Yeah, no, I saw that. I
I
saw.
was like, I don't know.
The second you put an apple in your mouth, I'm like,
Here we go.
you guys in the nearest hospital? I have no idea. I
He's
have to
got
Google
those
that.
teeth, like 4
like
teeth
those
to come
hams
out. And
But they're going that way.
I
right?
didn't want it, and I was like, if I lean in? I was trying to work out the physics of it, and I opted to go not have my face bitten.
Good choice. I saw
Would have been an
Pavs'
all-time
cheetah.
video.
I saw Pavs' cheetah print rug.
Did you take a picture?
I took a photo.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's in the Kevin Clancy show.
So the question was like, what's something that a like 22, 23-year-old guy can do to like transition out of like dorm life and live in like a nice apartment? And so I'm giving a couple tips and shit. Nick is like hypothetically
That's
speaking.
one of the more commonly asked questions.
Yeah, and I was saying like get some shit to put on your walls, get a good bed.
Here's another one, no joke. This is not an advertisement. Good whiskey or good booze that you're not going to drink right away. I feel like so much of my life was like anytime I got alcohol, it was to drink right then. It wasn't to have a little bar.
But also the
cart.
problem is you break the bank and you buy some of this shit. And you drink it.
You're going to drink it
It's
fast.
gonna be gone. Your roommate's gonna drink it. All of a sudden,
We get
a bottle of 15-year aged piggyback is gone in 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah, hide that from your roommates, but have it in your room and be
Yeah,
like,
I used to hide- I
and
used
be
to hide
like,
big bottles of wine.
do you drink that all the time? It's like, nah, it's for special occasions.
Yeah.
That looks classy.
But he has a big cheetah print rug in his like main room that he doesn't co-sign, but his roommate's got it, so it's like.
I just came home. It was there one day.
But I kinda. Also, by the way, I don't know. Can you guys both stand up for a second? Feidelberg and Pavs are just morphing into each other.
Yeah.
I mean, look at these two idiots.
What? What are you
guys-
morphing into each other?
What do you mean?
Pavs
It's
walks
just-
in with like
Stand back there.
fun
Stand back
pants
there.
every single day.
You guys are basically look like you're in that movie that George Clooney was in, the Fisherman. Perfect Storm. You guys look like you're in the perfect storm together. I mean, what do you mean? What do I mean?
I'll
Look
take
at your
that.
fucking
That-
outfits, dude.
I will say I get it a lot that people around the office say, those Fights pants? Like, where'd you get those? So
We got similar style, man.
I know.
This
Yes,
is-
that's what I'm saying.
I'm Clooney. This is Marky Mark. Nice to meet you.
But you know,
Like you have more
cheetah rug is-
longevity in the career with that one. Fucking-
Let's see the cheetah. I gotta see. I have
cheetah
not seen
rug
this
is
picture.
disgusting, but I think there's something to the cheetah rug. I told him to concoct a backstory.
Whoa.
Like, isn't that's
It's a big
gross,
one.
right?
bad.
But if he has a good story behind
Some
that,
good things in that photo,
is-
though. A GameCube with Mario Strikers. I looked a little too close.
Yeah. What are you even talking about?
I mean, I recognized the GameCube
Oh, I see
immediately.
GameCube, okay.
Like GameCube, you get Super Smash Melee. That's fucking gold right there.
This is wall to wall too. This isn't an area.
No, that's
right?
up So I was trying to think: can the cheetah rug be a cool thing?
need a backstory. But
I mean,
don't know
like, here's the deal. I
This is a lot worse than I thought.
That's
don't,
That is
I don't completely disagree.
you look
It's
like
fucking. Here, the thing I hate the most about like going to other people's apartments are when they're too curated. When it's too like,
especially when you are that young, it's like we know you don't know what you're doing. You know what I mean? So all of a sudden you're gonna be an interior designer. Like,
everything came from like fucking West Elm today. It's all the 2022 West Elm collection.
Yeah.
Right.
And it's like, well, this is not, you just went into a room and said, "I'll have this room, please."
Yes.
And that's lame as shit. But you have to. I think your, like everything, your contribution to that small society has to be minuscule and really in your lane. And I think that a large cheetah rug is.
But it's not
large,
his, so
and
like he needs to make sure his room is very different from that common room.
Yeah.
But still,
I think you need to fight
someone.
your. Nah, I'm going hard. I think you need to fist fight your roommates. Get that rug out of there. That rug makes a statement when you walk in that room that you don't want it to make. It's gonna make a statement that one of two things are gonna happen. You're gonna get roofied, or I'm gonna be a perfect gentleman, and I'm gonna love up on you hard. And I don't think you're gonna bring that one either.
I feel like
fit my
Those
personality.
are spending the expectations either too low or too high.
Yeah.
You want to be in the middle.
I feel like it could be an at the door icebreaker though, where you could be like, first things first.
First, I think
Rug's
my
not mine. Rug isn't mine, and they're like,
you know a
what?
story.
You open the door like Jesus. I'm like,
All right, I can
Like
see that.
that-
I think
that's how
that
you
you have to precipice something. And again, this like I
Maybe
thought
when
it
you
was.
meet her at the bar, be
I
like,
thought it was gonna
"Hi,
be
the
like
rug
a
isn't
lot
mine."
better, but as
What?
a girl, if I walk in and I see that,
Like, oh no.
Yeah, there's only really one
Such a
person
red
here
flag.
whose opinion you should respect.
and that's you have to address it instantly, and or you need to get rid of it.
So, bottom line, I think you should challenge your roommates to a fight, like trial by combat, and whoever wins gets to pick the rope.
I gotta put a stop to it now. Or like next thing you know, there's gonna be like LED lights.
Yeah.
And
You know what you should do is
says,
just
like,
get a
welcome
rug and put it
party.
over the cheater rug.
That's actually a good
Like,
idea.
I don't know, there's another rug, guys. We talk about it. I came home and there was a rug, so you come home and there's a rug. What's the problem?
Not a bad idea.
What's this tweet you got?
I just got a tweet that is actually, it's a great idea. And I think it's almost one of those things that's too hard to think of, but we're going to find out and put everyone to the test here. So it's the video of me getting, feeding the pigs, having a good time. I actually still haven't watched it. Apparently I'm very happy in the video.
The happiest.
Yeah,
today
no,
is the happiest.
Quite
I've ever
literally
seen.
the happiest. Yeah.
Today is the happiest I've ever seen.
Okay,
It
so
was just joy.
it's a guy,
Unbridled joy.
I'm getting a lot of tweets being like, you look so happy. I have not seen it yet, so I can't speak to it. But someone here says, adult field trips. It's actually Max Beach. He was on social distancing. Our very
yeah.
fun and classic game show.
30 episodes of fucking glory, baby.
It was awesome.
That was 30 episodes?
30 episodes
fucking night?
over 2.5 months because it was 5 a week. Month and a half. My math wasn't great there. It felt like 2.5 months.
Yeah.
Because we were fucking, dude. The limitations of StreamYard at the time were low, and we were doing some shit on there. Like,
It was awesome. That was a fun thing to replace sports at the very beginning.
It was fun. That was a weird thing with the pandemic. There was some, and then it got to a point where it's like, okay, we're done.
I can't believe we've hired 2 of those people. Rachel Beeman and fucking Stanko.
Beeman was on it?
Beeman was on it,
didn't know
and
that.
then Beeman, yeah.
Beeman was on it when we had like some
Chicago guy.
issues.
Yeah.
And she kind of like directed traffic, and I was
Yeah.
like, that was pretty impressive. She's like,
Oh, okay. I
Yeah.
remember it. I remember
You
it
and
did
the
that.
other guy who ended up winning were like directing, or were both having issues, and she just kept going. It was like, oh shit.
All right.
And then
I do remember that. I just didn't know the name.
Champ.
Yeah.
our only repeat or 3 I don't know.
yeah, champ.
I don't know how many times we had him on, but it was yeah.
But so wait, what is this question?
So it says adult field trips should be commonplace.
Yeah.
I too would like to feed hogs apples in the snow while drinking delicious whiskey straight from the distillery and talk about bourbon barrel aged maple syrup. So adult field trips, which I guess now that I'm saying it out loud, we're describing vacations. But
You just said word. What is that word?
Vacation. What's
Vacation.
that?
but
But there's something like
'Cause, like, 'cause that's what I
vacations
mean,
are
like, that's-
like this was like a day like event. You know what I mean?
it's also something like I probably wouldn't think to do.
Yeah, you go to a
Yeah.
beach, you go skiing, but you don't do like a tour of a place. And I don't know what it is about whiskey, but I could listen to them talk about it forever.
Yeah.
So usually when you do a tour and they're giving you like every last like bit of information, it's like whatever, dude, I don't care.
So
But this is all very interesting.
I know. I'm trying to think of because like, it's something you wouldn't think of. Is the I actually might be doing it soon.
What?
Is this you're doing this or are we doing this? What's
No,
going on?
I'm doing it.
I feel like this is going to turn into something like, by the way.
I'm going to Russia. And
When are you going to Russia?
This is not a field trip.
I'll get a passport.
my cousin's taking me for his 40th birthday. So we're going to go to Russia, and he's like going to take me around Russia.
I'm gonna
That's
teach you how
not a
to use
vacation I
GoPro.
would take.
No, you would not.
That's not something I'd be
No.
like, I'm going to go there. We actually
probably
don't even know if
gonna
we're
be
going to be
fun.
allowed to go.
Yeah.
Because I
It
guess
would be my first choice.
He was. I actually, to be honest, he called me just last night. No, it was just last night, I think. And he was like, "All right, so I'm working on the visa thing. I don't know if we're gonna be able to go because And I was like, "Yeah, I know." And I don't know what he's talking about.
It could mean a million things.
I don't know. I mean, he's like, because you know how things are going with Biden and Putin. And I was like, absolutely.
I could probably guess.
Like I went. I know
Are they talking shit about Wordle? Yeah.
I went. No, I don't know.
I want to go visit Putin's house in Russia. That fucking.
It's in Sochi. That's where we're going.
Oh man, I was joking.
Not to
Wait, you
Putin's house,
are
though.
going?
If all things work out, I am
Oh.
going because we're going.
You're
so I
going
believe
to
it is
Sochi?
Yeah, we're going.
Sochi, where it was like the worst place they ever had the
Yeah.
Olympics, where they were like,
It was
they're like, this is falling
shit.
apart.
It was like coyotes in the streets.
And I believe that was fake. That was a Kimmel thing. But the coyotes in hotels. But I believe that it is the tallest bungee jump in the world is there, and he wants to do that.
Is it off of Putin's house?
Yeah, right. I don't know if it's in the world.
He pushes
it's some
you.
very, very tall bungee jump. that he
Where
wants
would
to do.
Where would be your adult vacation?
I mean, I haven't done so many things. Like, I really haven't traveled in my life. And, like, there's even enough stuff in, like, I knew we were going to Vermont. I had an idea where Vermont was. Had to look at a map just to be certain.
You're so sneaky trash. It's unbelievable.
Oh, it's crazy. I don't even try to, I'm not trying to hide it.
No,
like,
you don't ever try to
hide it well.
It's just like,
What's going on?
I just
But
grew up
actually,
pretty
you
trash.
don't though, because I always just think you're from Iowa, but you're from Chicago. So when you're from a city, but I think you're trash, then you are.
I'm Southside Chicago, where it's like to the point where, like, Chicago people be like, "Oh, you're not actually Chicago," and it's
Southside Chicago's not considered Chicago. I thought Southside was like.
where I'm at. It's like borderline where it's not. It's because it's on the border of Indiana, where people are like, "Ah, that's pretty much not Chicago." But it's like,
where are the chickens running around the house? In Indiana? In Illinois? Where the fuck? I don't know.
yeah, no, that's actually a suburb of Chicago. Like, a pretty nice.
So, yeah, you're not
The chickens aren't allowed. They're not allowed to run around anymore because they're not afraid of the street. That's the neighbors' chickens.
They just keep getting.
There were a few close calls. They can't let them out in the street. They just, when I was home, I was like, should we stop this? And they're like, my dad's like, not our fucking problem. I don't know. It's like, he's like, Jack likes them, but I'll say like they sent one like where literally to a farm.
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
fine. But yeah, no, I grew up kind of white trash.
One time, Nick and I played like the Argue Garbage Cards, and Nick, everyone was like,
Oh,
"Yep."
Yeah. Oh, I love tweeting at the Artie Garbage guys. When I went home, and my mom's very big into like OCR racing, obstacle courses, stuff like that.
OCR racing?
Yeah,
What's
it's
that?
obstacle course racing.
Like
So Spartan
like
races
races.
and stuff like when she was in New York, she won her Spartan at like City Field. Like
that was a tweet you had.
Yeah.
Your mom on. Well, it's not your mom, but it's someone looks like they're on a pole.
oh yeah,
It was
no,
like your
no,
mom's
yeah.
car.
She it's somebody climbing a rope.
Right, but it looks like they're on a pole.
Yes, it's like one of my best tweets of all time. She got this car sticker that was like a woman climbing a rope, but like the rope was just static. Where I'm like, I swear to God, my mom's not a stripper, guys. But yeah, no, she does that. My dad is the fucking best, where he does everything from the heart, where he's trying to help, but he'll do it in like a very like quick way, where like he built an OCR course in the backyard.
Oh, Jesus.
Where like he actually did get like a real rope, hung it from a tree, like for my mom to climb up. My little brother just swings on that fucking thing all day.
Yeah, sure.
But then like for monkey bars, he just took a ladder between two trees, put fucking supports, and like locked that thing in.
That's what it is.
Yeah, and he built all this shit where I'm like on the surface. Like I take a picture of this, I tweeted at Foley and Kevin.
Yeah.
I'm like, this looks
my own
white
obstacle
trash.
course. Yeah, that
but
is some white trash shit.
But yeah, no. Growing up like in Hegewisch, where like the southeast side of Chicago, that was like, yeah, I remember like being the keg boy at 6 years old, running around because we live right next to my grandparents, and like my uncle was 23 at the time, so he's having keg parties in the backyard. He's like, all right, run around, like everyone's like, we're just filling up cups and we're like getting dollars, being like, dude, this is the best. I'm like looking back, I'm like, what the fuck?
So pretty much anything would be an adult vacation for you, huh?
Oh yeah, pretty much. But yeah, I was gonna say Grand Canyon. I don't want to go to the Grand Canyon.
Something with music, maybe.
Yeah,
That
definitely.
festival, the one we were young festival.
Why do you say adult? Just out of curiosity, sir, why do you say adult vacation? Like vacations are.
No, adult field trip.
You kind of just got
Got it.
Because like I'm thinking more of things that I didn't do in my childhood that would constitute as field trip. Like when we went to fucking Rat Family Vacation, I'd never been to Disney. I was like, everything there. I'm like, fucking dude, it's Pluto. That's so cool. Like shit like that. Where all right, fucking let's just hit all the spots. Let's go to the fucking Star Wars one in Orlando.
We got to get you on that. Dave's taking the nerd gang down. Seriously.
I don't want to be a part of that. That seems like a lot. Like,
that's
I'd be
a lot
like,
of stuff.
yo, Robbie, can we bail? Like, what's going on here? Yeah.
I would ask you guys, but you're not.
Not adults.
Yeah.
What's your answer?
Any bar in New York City?
Yeah.
Any bar in New York
Go to a
City.
bar.
But
Duke.
like an
Favorite
actually.
indoor. Duke.
If you thought we were getting through all
basketball
this.
team.
That's
We're
exactly.
probably gonna be what, like a top 15 team maybe now.
It's better than any of your fucking teams. So who gives a shit?
Yeah.
Hey,
Is that how it goes? We're better than Fordham.
Yeah.
No, all his trash professional
Duke
teams.
basketball,
Also,
we're
I
better
did want
than
to say this.
Florida.
Just 'cause,
Professional.
like,
They're not professionals.
what? No, I know, but I'm saying like Duke is like my team. Like Kevin's team, like he's the Mets, who's perennially like a problem.
Yeah. So
we're
the
not.
Mets are the bar.
No, I'm not. All I'm saying is, I will say like
Duke's bar is the Mets now. Huh?
Yeah.
I will say that
rough.
Duke is the first. So like, I never hated Duke. Obviously, like I love Duke now because I went to Duke. So obviously, I came attached to them.
Noticed.
But I realized just like growing up in New England, like you guys were kind of talking about, like obviously you guys talked about on the podcast the other day. I realized like I just don't care about like professional sports as much anymore, just because it was very much like the Patriots. Like people would turn me in college about the Patriots, and I'd be like, all right, dude, like I'll see you in the AFC Championship.
Yeah, it was
At
too
the
easy.
very
It was
at the
honestly
very
too
least.
easy.
Yeah, and so now it's like.
Mine kind of worked the other way, where I was at FSU. People would be like, "You don't care about this game?" I was like, "Tom Brady plays tomorrow.
Right.
I don't give a shit about this fucking."
No,
shit
right.
today.
But I'm
I care
saying-
about the good team.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like, as like if we lose or whatever, I was just kind of just like, yeah, like that's like I just expected to win and everything, and now it's just like I fucking hate. Not to mention college basketball's a little different, obviously, with the amount of games you play and shit, but it's
Yeah, it's so different.
racist.
Watch the
racist,
vlog.
racist.
Watch the vlog for Feidelberg's most shoehorned.
I don't think it's a shoe.
Dude,
That's fucking Harry Stampered in. I got to drill out.
It was. I was like,
John, I didn't know what you were talking
I was
about.
like, what are you talking
Even
about?
after you got-
this. No, I was like, no, you don't hear the engine?
It took until you kind of explained it in the card for me to be like, oh, that must be who Duke played.
Well, yeah, he didn't know that. Didn't get confused. But.
I had zero idea there.
Like in your case, like you love Duke because you went to Duke, and people have
Well,
like so much pride in their college. Maybe I've just never had school spirit, but I just don't understand like the craziness that is
Pavs
behind
we
that.
didn't graduate. Yeah. So
Is that so
a
you
lot
had
of
to
pride comes
graduate?
from that one.
Yeah.
Well,
That might
not
be
even.
it.
No, like, it was just
not even that.
A lot of pride comes from means you're good.
Yeah, I also
You get into it.
I went to like but I also went to Duke because it had Duke basketball.
Yeah.
Like I didn't go like all the other ones. I was gonna go like South Carolina was one I looked at, UConn, NC State, like any like bigger schools or whatever, and Duke I just happened to get in somehow.
You described a lot of different schools.
No, I'm saying, but like all those have like big,
What was your major?
big programs of
I
what.
had no idea.
Well, yeah, but like,
I was computer science.
Not to pump your tire,
I-
but one of those schools is not like the others.
Well, no, I'm fully aware.
I
Well,
don't know. I'd go to like Iowa, Indiana, Duke, I guess. Anyway, with a rich basketball history.
I mean, yeah, I mean, whatever.
Friend
I mean, I just never-
McCaffrey, that's it.
Yeah.
Iowa, maybe.
All right, we're gonna wrap it up here because we got to go set some shit on fire for a big bonfire outside here at WhistlePig. But like I said, the piggyback rye smashes are going to be the next thing in the.
It's the drink of the summer. Go on already. It is.
It's the drink of the summer. It's the drink of the winter.
January
drink of the
19th.
fall.
It will be, with the amount of places it will be in, it will be the drink of the summer around the country. Look, I'll call it
This is the
global.
other thing. I think that they should open a place in like Hawaii or something because this has
Jackie,
been such a fun place in Vermont. But I want to get a little tan.
Jackie's trying to get the field trip to Hawaii.
Yeah, so I just
You hear that, guys? So open up a spot in Hawaii, right?
Hawaii.
So go to piggybackRyeSmash.com to order your rye smashes. Obviously, you can get the whiskey, the rye in bottles everywhere. So go check it out, and catch you guys next week. Friday Night Pints.
Thanks for watching Friday Night Pints. Make sure you click on the bell icon below to keep up with notifications, and make sure you subscribe to our channel. Strong drinks, full pints, can't lose.
Can't lose.